Get ready for another round of red light, green light. Squid Game is back for Season 2. The popular South Korean drama returned with new episodes this week. The next chapter of Squid Game sees former winner Seong Gi-hoon returning to the arena 3 years after winning the 45.6 billion won prize. But this time, he's not just competing for money or fighting to survive. He's on a mission to put an end to the deadly game once and for all. Player 456 wants to take down the mysterious frontman, a mastermind behind Squid Game. A motley crew of competitors tries to uncover the frontman by staging a coup against the guards at the end of Squid Game Season 2, but it fails miserably. The setup of Squid Game Season 2 is somewhat straightforward following the first few episodes. Detective Won Jun-ho is frantically trying to locate the island with the assistance of Captain Park and a group of armed mercenaries, while Seong Gi-hoon is back in the games as player 456. As you might think, the games are brutal and devastating. A lot of people lose their lives in red light, green light, the six-legged pentathlon destroys a few groups, and Mingle claims many more lives. With victims of a vicious, gory toilet battle, tensions also spill into the main hall. The stunning season finale of Netflix's latest season is Season 2, Episode 7. Here's how it unfolds. Some of it you might have anticipated, while others will leave you speechless. Oh Yeon-no returns to his role as the front man at the end of Squid Game Season 2, punishing Gi-hoon by killing his comrade Jung-ba. After the bathroom fight, the finale begins with a special game. After the lights go out, those who support continuing the games attack those who oppose it, while the surviving competitors are split on whether or not to continue. There's been a massacre, and the room is covered in blood. But Gi-hoon has a strategy. He persuades his supporters to hide beneath the beds until the guards step in to put an end to the bloodshed. They seize their firearms, shoot the deceased, and leave one alive so he can transport them to the control room as they examine the remains. After grabbing guns, Gi-hoon, Jung-ba, Yeon-no, Hyunju, Da-ho, and a few others head for the staircases, where they engage in a gunfight with innumerable guards. Gi-hoon and Jung-ba manage to elude them long enough to get to the next level, where they are met by additional armed guards, and the battle swiftly comes to a standstill. Yeon-no takes 2 soldiers to assist Gi-hoon as the other members of the gang run out of ammunition. Da-ho is too terrified to return when Hyunju begs him to run back to the hall to get more ammunition. By the time Hyunju dashes downstairs to locate him, the guards have apprehended the other competitors. 3 of them are put to death, and 1 of them commits himself. Hyunju is about to start shooting when Junja intervenes to stop her as the guards enter the main hall to reestablish order. She begs, "You can't die like this." Unaware that it was all part of his complex plan, Gi-hoon hands Yeon-no his remaining ammunition so he may flank the guard. Before resuming his black outfit with a mask on, Gi-hoon murders his 2 assistants and gives the guards instructions to finish up. Young-bae and Gi-hoon give up. They are still unaware that Yeon-no is the front man. Did you like playing the hero, player 456? Before shooting Jung-ba in the chest, the front man says, "Pay close attention to the consequences of your little hero game." As the front man leaves and the guards examine his friend's lifeless body, Gi-hoon yells. The piggy bank should have 41.1 billion earned by the conclusion of Squid Game Season 2. The remaining 45 players would each receive more than $900 million if they all choose to quit the games in Season 3. Neither the final reward amount nor the number of fatalities are explicitly stated in the finale. But after some cunning pauses, I believe I figured it out. There are 52 candidates left when Gi-hoon and his supporters pull the coup. According to my count, Jung-ba, the 2 guys who followed Yeon-no, and 4 men on the staircases are among the 7 people who perish in the firefights against the guards. That is a reasonable approximation for the time being, but Squid Game Season 3 will confirm the precise number of contestants left. There are 3 possible outcomes for Gi-hoon in Season 3. He will either be executed, which is unlikely, forced to re-enter the games as player 456, which is likely, or tied up or possibly forced to play as a guard, which is the most intriguing option. There is little doubt that Squid Game Season 3 will mark the conclusion of his tale. Hwang Dong-hyuk, the show's creator, told THR, "I think it sort of naturally came to me that this was the finale when I was thinking about the idea for the ending of Season 3. I felt that I had covered everything I wanted to cover in that narrative, both from the viewpoint of Gi-hoon as a character and the plot of Squid Game, and that we didn't need any more stories from this point on. Although it hasn't been verified, it's obvious that Captain Park works for the front man and keeps people from learning about the island where Squid Game is set. From the start, Captain Park was a little suspicious. We know he located Junho when his brother, the front man, shot him off a cliff, and he has been assisting him in finding the island ever since. Maybe it was better to be friends with him and keep him guessing than to never see him again. Throughout Season 2, he is quite willing to assist, but in the conclusion, he betrays the crew. One of the crew discovers the captain fiddling with a drone that had been filming around one of the islands during a rainy night. When he questions him, Captain Park stabs him in the stomach and tosses him overboard since he is instantly suspicious. Wang Junho is still alive as of right now, but after Captain Park betrays him in the climax, his life is in serious jeopardy. Why else would the captain be so anxious to remove the footage of the island and the booby trap explosion, given that we know they have been approaching the games? Although the plot of Season 3 is unknown, Junho and his soldiers will never again step foot on that island or anywhere else if the captain has his way. Although the next game has not yet been announced, the post-credits sequence offers an intriguing teaser. Two of the enormous mannequins are there, and it looks like a variant on red light, green light. Though this is currently just conjecture, it might be a variation of the bleep test, in which the surviving players are made to sprint back and forth until they are unable to do so anymore, with each mannequin keeping track of their speed and whether they cross the finish line in time.